Hello, welcome to the Mad Batter channel. My name's Chris. If you find this video interesting and or useful, perhaps you'll consider giving it a like and possibly subscribing to the channel, which will be a great help. Many thanks. In my last video, I showed how to convert an autumnal scene into a spring scene. As you can see on the image here, that's what we started with and that's what we ended up with. As I hinted at the end of that video, I have subsequently slightly reduced the luminance and saturation of the light greens in the image, and you can see all the edits that were made to create that image. Now we're going to talk about creating and using a preset based on this edit. So all we need to do to create the preset is go down to this button here and choose Save as Preset. Takes you into the preset section under My Presets and has a default name of my preset, which I'll rename as Autumn to Spring. And there we are, the preset's ready to use on other images. So having created the preset, we'll now apply it to another autumnal scene, this one here. So we'll double click on it, go to presets, and click on the one we just created. Now of course the adjustments in the preset don't always fall in the right place in the new image, and we've got this strange green mist floating around, so we need to get rid of that. So we're going to Edit, going to Colour, HSL, and we reduce the green down to -100 and cyan to about -50, maybe a bit more. So that's got rid of that sort of greeny hanging mist. So now we just need to brush in. So we'll just cover all this green mist, and there's a bit here, a bit there. So that looks a bit more natural now. We've got a slightly grey area there. So if we go back into adjustments, we can try increasing the yellow a bit, or just overall saturation, so it doesn't look quite as starkly grey as it did. Okay, so having applied this preset, of course it's at 100%, so if we go back to our presets, there used to be an opacity slider here, so you could mix the underlying image with the preset version, but that has gone in recent updates to Luminar Neo. So we need to find a way around that, and the first thing is to export our image with the preset applied. So we can go into here, export it, give it a new name. I'll add preset, then export it. Now I've already done that, so I won't bother doing it again. So having reverted the image back to its original using this tool, we now need to go into the layers and find that preset version that we did, which is here. Double click on it to bring it in, and then double click on it again to bring it into the image. It comes in by default at 50, so we're bringing it up to 100. So that is effectively applying the preset at 100%. Now of course, if we reduce it to 0, we're back to the original, and we can choose any intermediate amount of the preset effect we want. So this layer opacity slider is effectively the same as the old preset opacity slider. Of course, another advantage of doing it this way is that we can look at blend modes. So for instance, we could see colour has a slightly different effect, hue is slightly different. We could try soft light, see what I think of that. Personally, I think I'll stick with normal for the moment. So that to me is a bit nuclear green, so we'll reduce it maybe to around 70%. That's much more sensible. So there we are, how to apply the preset and how to bring back the effect of a preset opacity slider. Hopefully in the not too distant future, Skylum will bring back the preset opacity slider to make these sort of adjustments easier. Reverting to the original image, which was converted from autumn to spring, and as promised in my previous video, I will next do a video to show how to create a preset in Photoshop based on this image editing. In the meantime, many thanks for watching.